I'm Boyd Matheson. Welcome to another session in the Savvy Sowgi series. If this is your first time watching, let me just clarify again. Sowgi is an acronym which stands for Someone Who Gets It. And if you're watching, I'm pretty sure you're on your way to becoming one. You all know Sowgis in your life. They're the people who have real impact on you. They make a difference, they add value, and their communities are always better because they're there. Now today, we're going to discuss how to live your life on the peaks and mountaintops of success and achievement by remembering the view from higher up and simply choosing to climb. Now, I love mountaintops, especially at sunrise. Any of you who've ever stood on the top of a mountain at sunrise, you know how exhilarating and exciting that can be. Now, let me also clarify that I do not do camping. Anything below a Marriott in hotel standards is technically camping to me, but I do love to be up on the top of mountains at sunrise. In fact, years ago, I was in Malaysia. I was on the island of Penang, and I was there to train some business leaders, banking business leaders. And as I drove into the hotel, I noticed there was a large mountain off in the distance. So as I checked into the hotel, I asked the person behind the desk there, was there a path to the top of that mountain? And she replied that she thought there was. And then I asked, well, what time would I have to leave in the morning in order to be up on top of that mountain when the sun came up? Well, she thought that was hysterical. She actually grabbed a few of the other people behind the counter, and they were all laughing at the crazy American who wanted to climb the mountain in the dark. But undeterred, I woke up about 4 the next morning, drove over to the base, and I started working my way up the mountain. Now, about halfway through, I got scared half to death as 2 monkeys jumped out of a tree and joined me for my morning stroll up the mountain. And we made it, all 3 of us, to the top just as the sun was starting to come up. And it was extraordinary. I could see the entire island and then nothing but just all shades of blue ocean and the sunrise off in the distance. It was absolutely magic. And I stayed up there for several hours just basking in the sun, pondering things that mattered. But then, of course, finally, it was time for me to go back to work. And I didn't want to. A little reluctant, I made my way back down the mountain, back to the hotel, back to work, back to business as usual. But nothing will ever erase in my mind and memory what I saw higher up as I stood on top of that mountain. And we find that in our lives. And often people ask, why climb? Why push so hard? Is it worth it? Well, if you climb, you will know. It was interesting at the hotel that night on my pillow. Yes, I got the turn down service and got my chocolate mint, but there was also a message on my pillow. And this is what it said. First, it asked, why climb? Only this. What is above knows what is below. What is below does not know what is above. One climbs and one sees. One may descend and see no longer, but one has seen. And there's an art to conducting oneself in the lower regions of life by the memory of what one saw higher up. As I said, many will ask, why climb? Why work so hard? Why strive for excellence? Why become a savvy Sowgi? Those who ask have never enjoyed the view from higher up. Remember that view. Now, in order to capture the vision and view from higher up, first you must simply choose to climb. Now, the Matterhorn is a world-famous mountain. Everyone knows about it. Summit has been summoning the hikers from around the world to make an attempt to reach its peak for years and years and years. It's not an easy climb. And over the years, many people have actually died or perished in the attempt. Author Becky Thomas described a visit she had to the stunning little village of Zermatt, which is nestled high in the mountain. Now, no cars are allowed in the village, so you either hike in or you helicopter in. Now, this author told of the old custom that hikers that were going to attempt to scale the Matterhorn had to actually sign a release stating that if they died in their climb and their attempt, they agreed to be buried in the mountain village of Zermatt. Well, she spent the day walking through the tiny Zermatt cemetery. and she came upon the headstones of some of those unfortunate climbers who had actually perished in their pursuit of the legendary peak of the Matterhorn. There wasn't a sadness, but there was a confident, energetic power there. In fact, one headstone captured the feeling best as the words chiseled in granite boldly stated, "I chose to climb." Henry David Thoreau said it well. As in the long run, men only hit what they aim at. Therefore, though you should fail immediately, you had better aim at something high. Aiming higher and pursuing the summit is the ultimate goal and guarantees that even if you come up short, you're going to be certain to be standing on higher ground in the end. So in your quest to climb higher and achieve more, you must choose to climb. Far too many live their lives just straggling in the foothills and off the peaks and mountaintops in the adventure of individual excellence and entrepreneurship. Regardless of the ultimate result, choose to climb. Choosing to climb can make all the difference in your life, and especially in your business. So whether your goal seems near or far, choose to climb. Whether the way looks easy or difficult, choose to climb. Whether the path becomes rocky or rugged, choose to climb. Whether you become weary and discouraged, choose to climb. Whether you lose all hope and wonder if it will be worth it in the end, choose to climb. And whether you have to stand up, stand apart, or even stand alone, choose to climb. Pursue the opportunities before you with such passion and such zeal that when your life and career comes to a close, you will also be able to boldly declare, "I chose to climb." I'm Boyd Matheson, wishing you all the best in your personal quest to achieve the extraordinary.